All right, we're just gonna tap our toes. So today we have 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. And for all of the upright stuff, we're going to do 2 exercises and we're just gonna go back and forth a couple of times. Let's lift our heels, right then left. So 45, 15, 4 rounds basically, 2 rounds of each exercise. And I tried to be nice and not go too crazy with lower body stuff, but we'll see what happens. We've got a little bit more core, a little more arms today. Heels to the front, we're gonna push. Shoulders relaxed, elbows lower than our shoulders. Good, 8, 7, 4, 3, penguins right here. Just nice, good lift. So I keep my legs pretty straight, leading with the side of the foot, which means I've turned my hips forwards. All right, take it back, tricep presses. So a little fold forwards, squeeze the glutes, press those arms back. 4, 3, soccer ball. We're gonna reach, kick that soccer ball with the inner thighs, or with that inside of your foot. 6, 5. All right, hamstring curls, but we're gonna do a little Charlie Chaplin. So we're gonna turn those hips in and try to kick ourselves on the outside of our cheeks. 4, 3, climb the ladder, reaching up. So nice tall posture, thighs, try to get them parallel to the floor. 4, 3, hamstring curls, just nice regular curls. Good, 8, 7, 4, 3, wood chops right in the center, up and down. Push those hips back. Good, 4, 3, 2, all right, diagonals. So high right, low left. Good, so grab the seat belt and we're gonna buckle it right at our hip. 2, all right, low right, high left, down and up. So you should feel this upper spine. Maybe a little bit of movement in the low back if you're a little stiff this morning. 2, all right, forward step and reach right here. Forward step, bring it back. Good, 4, 3, 2. All right, add that little bit of a turn. So it's a forward step and then our upper body rotates. So lower body steady, belly button down is frozen. Upper spine does the movement. 2, backward step, open and close at the chest. And if I turn, you'll see I'm not shifting my entire body back, but I'm stepping back, catching myself on my big toe. All right, take the arms up overhead, reaching up. So arms can be I or out into a Y, but we lead with our thumbs. 2, all right, side step with a reach, out and in. So shifting our weight side to side. 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna jog it out right here. So jog it out or march, whatever feels better. Good, 8, 7, 4, 3, jumping jacks, out and in, right here. So low impact or high, you decide what you're up for today. I've got people home today, so I'm trying not to be too loud by jumping. All right, heel jog right here. So option 1, heel jog. Option 2, again, big hamstring curls. I know we've done this a couple times already, but waking up the backside of that body is so important. All right, skaters, side step, little bit of a cross, little tap behind. 8, 7, 4, 3. Good. Let's march it out. All right, grab a drink of water. Turn on any fans if you need to, which I am ready for. All right, so 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. Your first exercise is going to be a nice good squat, curl to press, and then we're gonna do standing oblique crunches. Those are our two exercises, so 45 seconds each. So get ready, grab those weights. Good, in 3, 2, and 1. Good, squat, curl to press. So imagine you're picking up something heavy, bringing it up and passing it to somebody on a ladder. So we want to keep ourselves upright. We don't want to bend over and do it. We want to sit back, pick it up. We're going to do a nice good curl to the shoulders, bring it close to our body before we press it up overhead. So this one I do a little bit of a wider stance. Toes can be turned out a little bit if they need to be, but our chest is up and lifted. We're sitting, we pick something up, and we pass it up to the person on the ladder. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Weights down. So wide stance. And again, I like hands at shoulders, but we squeeze those shoulder blades together the entire time. Open the elbows out to the side. We rotate and we rotate, and our time is on. So the goal with this, if you squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back, that means that we're using our core to do the rotating. If we're letting them come in, a lot of times we're just getting our elbows down. We want to stay tall and make sure that it's our core. So we want to use the muscles that pull diagonally. Plus, this is good for working on our posture because we're holding a squeezed position in the shoulder blades. So nice and tall, nice good rotation. So the knee comes across, but I don't do a huge knee. I don't take it all the way to the corner. Good. All right, round 2, squat, curl to press. Good. Nice tall posture. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So squat it down, curl it up, and reach. What sometimes tends to happen too is we want to make sure that our feet, our hands fit, and we kind of curl in. We still want to be shoulders down and back as we reach up. If you really struggle with this one, you can always bring the feet closer together like you're picking up the grocery bags and handing them up, right? But we want to make sure whatever we pick, when we come up especially, we don't want to knock our knees. So keep a little separation in there. Good, less than 10 seconds to go. Nice and tall with the overhead. Don't lean back just to get them straight. A little out in front is okay. Last one. Good. All right, getting ready for our standing obliques. So again, hands at the shoulders, and we're gonna squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep them squeezed. So this is kind of a mind over muscle thing too. We kind of wanna, we wanna work on our obliques, and we turn. Keep that shoulder blade squeeze. That'll help force you use your core instead of just your arms. So you'll see my elbows don't touch my knees. They don't have to. Nice, good exhale. If you can, on each rotation, just don't hyperventilate. Nice, good breath. Slow and steady. Remember, we're the tortoise, not the hare. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake it out. Super quick drink if you'd like. We're going to do plie squats with an angled out bicep curl, which means that our bicep curl, we're gonna open out and do a curl on the side, so we kind of form that W. So grab a weight that you can do curls with. So plie squat with an angled out bicep curl, and then we're gonna hold the plie and do side crunches. So 3, 2, and 1. So plies, nice wide stance. I like to do the curl when I go down. Nice and tall. We're getting some inner thigh work in here, little stretch, but we're very tall. So we want to make sure we're not pushing those knees forwards. Wherever your toes are pointing is where your knees need to go. So if you find that your toes are out, but your knees are coming in, you may just need to turn those toes in a little bit and go more towards the corner. I know we're not all ballerinas, but again, open those arms out to the side. Don't let them sneak in front. Open up. We're trying to make a nice good W right in the middle. Good. Bring it up. Carefully walk it in. Set those weights down. Go back into our plies or into a wide squat. Sink down a little bit, reaching behind our bodies. We're going to do just a nice good side bend. So time is on. We're going to stay on one side for this one today. Reach. Like you're trying to reach. You've got an itch on the back of your leg and you're trying to reach it. So we don't want to turn and we don't want to look at the ceiling. Nice and tall, nice good reach. The deeper you go, you can always stay upright, but the deeper you go with your plies, the harder this is going to be. Good, so just nice and tall, nice good oblique squeeze. I'm doing this no weights, so vanity. So if you use a lot of muscle when you do this, you get a little bit of a thicker waist. It's because you're building those muscles. So I'm sticking body weight today. Good, bring it up, carefully walk it in. Grab those weights, round 2, plies with your W bicep curls. So what I like to do is I bring my arms up just a little bit and then I open, squeeze my shoulder blades. Here we go, down and up. So it can be shallow. Just make sure that, especially if your squats are shallow, you're getting a full bicep curl all the way up. And again, opening it out to the side, squeezing the shoulder blades together, pulling that belly button in. So we don't want to arch back by accident or stick our buns out and have an arch, right? We're nice and tall, sliding up and down the wall. Good, less than 10 seconds to go. This is also a good one for your upper body and your posture. 2 and 1, good, set it down. So we're gonna do our obliques on the other side. I'm gonna do a little turn, so wide stance, toes out, press the knees out, sink down as far as you comfortably can, reach behind our body. Nice good obliques. So we want to stay nice and tall. We just want to reach. We've got that itch, we've got to scratch. You can stay more upright if you need to. A little bit of a soft knee. Make it good. Again, the deeper you go, the more challenging this is going to be. And I'm feeling these today. Feels good. I like this lateral movement. Get a little stretch on one side, a little strength as well. Good, 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it in, carefully walk it in. Shake those hips out. All right, we're gonna grab a quick drink of water. All right, we're gonna do balancing single leg curtsies. And you're probably thinking, what the heck? So we're gonna do a little bit of a curtsy, like we're gonna reach for our foot. Make sure we're not just bending over, right? Little bit of a curtsy. If you can, try not to touch the foot back. So it doesn't have to be huge. Nice good reach, and your time is on. So you have 45 seconds. We're gonna do just one side. So it's just a little reach. So it's just like a single leg deadlift. We've done these before, but you're kind of doing a little cross behind. So a little cross. You can see it's a little bit of a balance challenge. So you want to try to reach. See if you can touch your knee. See if you can reach and touch your knee. And as we're doing that cross, we're shifting our weight into that right leg a little bit more. Makes it a little more challenging. You can see even I'm a little wobbly today. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Tricep kickbacks. One arm or two, you decide. I'm going to go ahead and do them both, but you can do one side and then switch to the other if you'd like. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Nice, good tricep kickbacks. So shoulders are again pulled down away from the ears for a long neck. Little forward fold. You can be up a little bit more. Just watch your shoulder position. Sometimes we have a habit of kicking that arm up really high. We want to have it a little down. Nice, good reach. You can alternate right, left if you start to get a little tired. Good, 15 seconds to go. And then we're going to switch sides for that single leg curtsy, balancing, floor touch. Big words, long words. 3, 2, and 1. Good, set them down. All right, so short break, getting ready to do the other side. So again, you're gonna balance, and it's just a single leg deadlift, but instead of going straight back, you're gonna cross behind just a little. Good, so time's on, so a little cross. So it's just like you're doing a curtsy, but try not to touch your toe to the ground and back. So we've got that little cross, yes, little reach. Still pushing the hips back versus pushing that knee forward. So we don't want to push the knee forward. Hips go back, little reach. So definitely balance, leg strength, doing single leg movements. Little core, working on that hinge as we reach. You'll see I'm not getting to the floor. I can, it's just a definite challenge. 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it up, shake it out. Tricep kickbacks, round 2. So if you were doing one arm, you want to switch. If you're doing both, go ahead and do both again. Good, time is on. If the weight's a little heavy, but you still want to keep going, just alternate right, left. So we want to get a good squeeze of that tricep as the arm goes back. You can even try a different hand position. You can take your palms facing forwards and do it that way. So just like we can change our hand position on bicep curls, we can change our hand position on our tricep kickbacks. Good, nice, good reach. So just remember that forward fold makes it a tricep instead of a bicep. If you're too upright, you're gonna get biceps again. We've already done those twice. Good, set it down. All right, grab a drink of water. All right. Next round, alternating side lunges and rows, nothing fancy. So alternating lunges and rows, body weight is awesome, or grab weights if you want to in 3, 2, and 1. Good, so just nice, good alternating lunges. Option 1 is just to have your feet flat and just to go side to side. You can work on good form. You can even take that toe up a little bit. If you want to, change it up. Otherwise, add in that step where you sidestep and you push off. Nice and tall. Good, so again, chest is lifted as we do this. Yes, we're getting a little inner thigh stretch here, but we're strengthening. Little single leg squat is what this ends up being. 2 and 1. Good. Rows. Rows, rows. I'm going a little heavy, so I'm just going to do one arm. Feel free to do both. You're good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice and tall. You can do hand on the thigh. You can do hand on a table or a chair back, or even on the seat of a chair if it feels comfortable for you. So we still want to have that tall posture. We don't want to hunker over and round our back. So we pull our belly button in. Weight is mainly in the front leg, a little bit in the back. Nice, good row. Squeeze the shoulder blades together to start the movement. You should be able to do rows without moving your arm if you're doing them correctly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, set it down. All right, alternating lateral lunges. If you want to grab a weight, go ahead. Otherwise, body weight is awesome. We've done a lot of legs this week. 3, 2, 1. Good. So sidestepping or just holding it in place and working on your technique. This takes a little bit of balance out of the equation, so it works out pretty well. So you can just focus on your technique that way, not have to worry as much about the balance. And you also don't have to worry as much about your foot position if your feet are locked to the ground and they stay in place. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds. After this, we have exercises on the floor. You can stay up if you need to. 2 and 1. Good. All right, rows. So if you were doing single side, it's time to switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Time is on. Nice, good row. So think about your body position. Think about where your shoulders are, and think about the muscle you're trying to work. We've already done biceps. We've done tons of biceps today. We want to try to work our back. So think about squeezing that shoulder blade in towards your spine. Good, 12 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it up. Shake it out. Grab a drink. All right, so for the floor exercises, we have 3 exercises instead of just 2. So decide if you want to go down to the floor or if you want to stay upright. We're going to do chest presses. We're going to do skull crushers, which you have the option if you're staying upright to do kickbacks again, or if your shoulders are okay with it, you can do an overhead press. And then we're going to do a dumbbell pullover, which you can do leaning back in your chair, and decide if you want to add in the legs. Then we're going to do side planks with shoulder raises, and we're going to do some prone rear delt exercises. All things you can do upright if you need to. So let's head down to the floor or in the chair. If you're in the chair, sit towards the front, lean back for your chest presses. Yes? All right. So this time we're going to have 6 rounds instead of 4. So we're going to start with our chest presses. Then we're going to switch to skull crushers for triceps. And then we're going to do dumbbell pullovers. And you have the option of adding in a leg lower if you want to. So let's go ahead and grab our weights for our chest presses. So knees bent, feet flat, all the way down. So if you want to get a triple whammy on your triceps, do palms facing in with upper arms close to your body. If you want a little more chest, take the arms out at an angle, but don't let them be completely parallel. So elbows under the shoulders. And 3, 2, and 1. So 45 seconds. So if you want to do a little extra tricep, or if you've got shoulder issues, have your palms facing in and have your upper arm close to your torso. This gets a little more triceps. If your shoulders are okay with it, but you want to get a little more chest, you're going to take the arms out and have the elbows out at an angle, 30 to 45 degrees. So not straight out in line with your shoulder. Elbow needs to be a little under the shoulder. Nice, good reach. Good, all right, going for skull crushers. I'm going to use a single weight, and we're gonna do arms are overhead, palms facing in, and we're gonna just lower the weight to our forehead and then straighten it back up again. I'm using one weight, your time is on. If you wanna use two weights, you can have one weight in each hand, still have your palms facing in, and then you are going to lower the weight to either side of your head by your ears. So we're aiming for our head. We're not aiming for the floor that's beyond us. That's the next exercise. So right now we're working the back of the arm, getting those triceps going. So we've done biceps a couple times. Now we're hitting those triceps really well. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So for pullovers, again, I'm using one weight. You can use two with your hands pressed together. Core is tight. Arm moves at the shoulder. Slowly release that weight towards the floor and then bring it right up over your chest. Your time is on. Don't force yourself to get your arm to the floor. Does not matter to me if it gets to the floor or not. Make it a little easier by having a little bend in your elbows. If you want to make it harder, take one leg up, and as the arm goes overhead, the leg also lowers towards the floor. But you're keeping your core nice and steady. You're not allowing your ribs to flare or your back to arch. So you're thinking about pulling that belly button in. Shoulders still stay away from the ears. They're relaxed. 2 and 1. Good. Bring it in. All right, we're going to switch. So back to our chest presses. I did one arm. That's what I'm going to do this time. If you did both last time, keep doing both. Good. Time is on. So doing our nice, good chest press. So again, if you did arms close to your torso last time, you can try the other position this time if you'd like. So get one round of triceps and then maybe one round of chest. Good, less than 20 seconds to go. Good, 2 and 1. Good, bring it in. All right, getting ready for our tricep kickbacks, or our skull crushers, I should say. So again, I'm using one weight. You can use two. Belly button is pulled in, nice, good, neutral position, and the time is on. We slowly lower the weight towards our forehead or to either side of our ears. And just work the back of the arm. These are our upside down bicep curls. Slow, so nice, good squeeze up and slow to the forehead or slow to the side of the head. So I think nice quick up 1 and then down 2, 3, and 4. So sometimes when we can't adjust our weights, we can adjust our tempo. Good, almost done. All right. Short rest, and we're going to get ready for those pullovers. If you would like to do a leg lower, you are welcome to. Otherwise, focus on the pullover. Keep those feet flat on the floor. So again, soft, relaxed shoulders, soft elbows, and you can just do a nice, good pullover. Again, don't worry about forcing your hands to go to the floor. If your shoulders don't like it, don't make them do it. We just want to get that movement. So kind of like toy soldiers, right? They're only able to move at their shoulders and bring their arms up and down. That's what we're doing. If you want to add the legs in, we're adding in a little extra core. So if you're doing the leg, ribs are tucked, neutral spine position. Think about keeping that low back close to the floor. Good, bring it in, set it down, short rest, good stretch. All right, we're gonna roll onto our sides. So we're going to do a side plank with a side raise. Now you can always just do the side plank, or you can even just lie down or sit and just do the side raise if you would prefer. So you're gonna want a lighter weight, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your hand by your side. You're gonna be in a good side plank, and you're gonna bring your arm up just until it gets close to the ceiling, and then it's gonna come right back down again, all right? So in 3, 2, and 1, your time is on. Now if you don't want to do a full one, you can always just do a side plank, or you can always be down on your side and you can do a side raise right here. Now really keep in mind, when that weight starts getting overhead, it's going to want to start pulling towards the floor because gravity is starting to pull it. So we want to control this weight. So if you were standing, you wouldn't be going any higher than parallel to the floor. This just adds in a little bit of a core exercise to it. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it down. We're going to do the other side. So remember, you can do this body weight if you want to. You can skip that dumbbell, and you can just have a grand old time waving your arms in the air. All right, time is on. So bring it up. And again, just nice, good side raise. And you don't even have to get it all the way up. You can get it halfway, partially. I'm doing palm facing forwards because it helps me keep my shoulders in a good position. If you'd like, just wave your arms like you're trying to flag somebody down, and you're good to go. Want to try to hold that good plank position best you can. After this, in about 14 seconds, we're going to lay on our tummies. And I should say, if you're staying upright sitting in a chair, you can just do side raises, or you can do wall planks. 2 and 1. Good. All right, onto our tummies. You're going to have your arms out to the side. And what I want you to do is I want you to rotate from the shoulders and try to get your thumbs to point to the ceiling. We're going to hold a position. We're going to lift and hold for 3, 2, 1, and set it down. So just the arms move. Lift, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Your upper body does not lift off of the floor. You lift and hold for 3, 2, 1, and take it back down again. Again, shoulders are away from the ears, trying to make the letter T. Belly button is pulled in, glutes are squeezed. 10 seconds to go. So just find your pattern. 3, 2, and 1, and then back down again. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. All right, back to our side plank. This time, I'm going to change. Instead of doing a side raise, I'm going to do a back pull. So 3, 2, 1. Good. So holding a plank, you have something on the floor. Now you're taking your hand back to the wall behind you. You can do this one body weight, no problem. Otherwise, I'd stick with a lighter weight. 5 might even be a little heavy for me today. No, not too bad. We don't want to necessarily rotate and get the hand to the floor, but we're just crossing and then opening back behind us. This is a lot to think about, so do what feels good for you today. And if that means that all you're doing is holding a side plank, then you're good. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it down. All right, other side. I know we're definitely going to be feeling our shoulders tomorrow. So do some shoulder rolls, do some neck stretches. 2 and 1. Good, nice, good plank. And again, feel free to just do body weight. So we're just waving our arms. We want to keep our shoulders down. We don't want to let them come up by our ears, right? We're very tall. And you'll see I don't have a perfectly straight arm when I go across my body. But just a nice good lift. You can also always do this just lying on your side, right? And just do a nice good lift. So when we get overhead, that weight wants to pull back. Don't let it. Good, bring it down. All right, rolling over onto our tummies. I'm gonna do face forward so maybe you can see, hopefully. So we're on our tummies, arms are out to the side, and again, we want to rotate from the shoulders, not just from our forearms. Squeeze the shoulders down and back. We're going to lift and then set it down. So the only thing moving is our arms. Our upper body and our legs are staying glued to the floor, and we just do a nice good lift and a hold, and then a little lower. You should be feeling these. If you're not, check your position. You shouldn't be feeling these in your neck a lot either, hopefully. Should feel it between the shoulder blades and the back of your shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, short rest. Give yourselves a little bit of a break. All right, so today is going to be the what the heck are you making us do contortions day, right? So we're gonna get a little chest stretch. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your right arm and you're gonna have it out at 90 degrees. So elbow is pretty much in line with your shoulder, maybe a little bit lower, 90 degrees. You are going to take your right leg, right leg, and bring it up like your feet are pointing towards the ceiling. Your left hand, you're just gonna put it by your shoulder. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna roll to the right, like you're trying to get your right side towards the floor. And you just wanna feel a stretch in that right chest. Don't force it. Don't feel like you have to go crazy. So we're doing a chest doorway stretch on the floor. Good, return it to the center. Now you're gonna take your right hand and put it kind of by your chest, by your shoulder. Your left arm is going to go out to your 90 degrees. Your left leg is going to bend until it's pointing your foot towards the ceiling. You're gonna take your right hand and you're gonna push, and you're gonna take that left leg and try to drop it towards the floor. And we're just gonna get into that stretch. So you wanna feel a little stretch in your chest and your bicep. You don't wanna feel pain. If you feel pain, don't go so far. You're just kinda turning and looking to the side a little bit. Good, bring it back into the center. And we're gonna push ourselves back into a child's pose. So go ahead, sit back into your child's pose while I grab my cheat sheet, because I don't always remember this one. So we're gonna sit back into a child's pose. Arms are out, and we're gonna do a little rock. So we're gonna try to rock one shoulder to the floor and then the other. So little gentle side to side rocks. Good, now we're gonna come into a plank position or even into a bird dog position. Now this one, our shoulders are down and back in our back pocket, and Fern has done these with me against the wall. We're gonna do a scapular push-up. So all we're going to do is we're going to round our shoulder blades, push the floor away, and then we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together and squeeze an orange. Push the floor away, it's very small. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Legs, arms, elbows are locked. Good, one more time. We're gonna push the floor away, and then we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together. Good, now we're gonna sit back into child's pose. We're gonna take one hand and we're gonna bring it around and we're going to place it. We're gonna try to place it in our low back. If you're not able to, that's okay. You can just have your hand on your bum. And what we're gonna do is we're going to open that shoulder towards the ceiling. So the hand that's back, we're gonna open that shoulder, get a little turn. Good, and we're gonna switch. So arm is out, take the other arm back behind, shoulders down and back, and again, we're just gonna try to rotate. So a little thoracic movement. Good, and return to the center. Now we're gonna take the right hand and we're gonna reach underneath and we're gonna thread the needle. Now you're gonna take that left hand and have it match your right hand, and now we're going to open the book. So just like we did, a little turn, open the book, and again, we don't want to take the shoulder and then take the arm back and forget to bring the shoulder with us. We bring the shoulder. Good, return to the center. We're going to switch sides. So now left hand threads the needle, right hand reaches out, and we open that book. And if you're only opening a couple inches, that's okay. We're getting a little thoracic movement, and some people get a little stiff in the thoracic spine. Good, return to the center. And this is the one that we had fun with before, where we want to tuck our toes under. We're gonna try to sit back. We're gonna try, just do your best. It's okay if you can't do this one. We're gonna reach for our heel. We're gonna stand nice and tall, push our hips forwards, and we're gonna see if we can reach. If you can't, I just want you to pull the belly in, squeeze, push the hips forwards, and just reach towards your heels. Okay? Nice, good reach. Good, go ahead and carefully release. We're just going to sit. So, nice inner thigh stretch. And if you'd like to add a little bit of a forward fold from your pelvis, you can. A little bit of a stretch. So that very last exercise is kind of tricky to do. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this one. But it's a nice, good upper body, front of the body opener. Good, sit up nice and tall. We're gonna take our legs out into a V. We're gonna do a little turn and we're gonna reach. Good, and then we're gonna carefully walk ourselves over to the other side, still keeping a good tall posture best we can. Goal is to stretch the hamstrings. Good, bring it up into the center. We're just gonna do a little side bend, reach for the sky. Since we did all those oblique crunches earlier. Good, switch sides. Good, bring it up, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Good, and then just side to side, ear to shoulder. Good, bring it up, look to the right, and look to the left. Good, all right, big breath in, and out. Good, and in, and out. All right, you are all done. If you want to stay for just like a couple more minutes, I'm gonna do just a little head and jaw thing. You don't have to. If you want to leave, you can. That's totally fine. Otherwise, we're going to do a little head and jaw thing. And this one is going to be, it's kind of a flossing thing. So this isn't one of those go big or go home, go as hard as you can kind of exercises, okay? Be very gentle and actually be a little conservative. So what you're going to do is you're going to just do a couple of little head tilts side to side and, you know, a couple head turns maybe, and just notice your range of motion. You can even just like open and close. And notice your range of motion here too. So what you're gonna do is you're going to tuck. So we're not gonna drop, we're gonna tuck. We're gonna tilt. Whatever direction you're tilted to, you're gonna open your jaw and move it that way. And then you should feel a little pressure, like right up by your ear. Very small nods, 5 of them. Good, release, bring it up. We're gonna do the other side. So you're going to tuck, you're gonna tilt, open and move your jaw, and you should feel it right by your ear, and nod, really small. Good, release, bring it up, and then you can do a little reassess, a little side to side, and see if it feels a little bit better. I did this yesterday, and this side tends to be tight with me, and it felt really good. So it's one that you can do, but again, it's doing the geminal nerve that's in your face. So you want to be very gentle with it, but it works for if you've had like TMJ or anything like that. So it's just a tuck, a tilt, open, drive it over. You should feel it right about here. So tuck, tilt, and nod. Good, release, bring it up, again, other side, tuck, tilt, open and move, and nod. Good, and release, and bring it up, and then do your assessment. So, yeah, it's kind of a fun one. It's a good one, yeah, yep, that one's a good one. So, but I was like, oh, and I actually felt so much looser right here, but like this side, when I move my jaw, like right here, like right where my jaw, my jawbone connects to my skull, I can feel it, like it's really tight there. So, yeah, kind of a fun one. So, have a wonderful day, everybody. Maybe that kind of sort of rain dance we did will get us a little bit more moisture. You bet. All right, bye, everybody.